Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. Analysts disagree on where the bottom is for XRP and the broader crypto market, specifically in the short term in terms of price action, but I will say I've noticed there are a lot of analysts that now believe it's very possible we could see Bitcoin notably below $30,000. And as far as XRP is concerned, and I mentioned this in a video yesterday, but chart analyst Credible Crypto, he even said that XRP may end up getting as low as maybe closer to like the 50-cent range. So the question is, where's the bleeding going to stop? Yes, well, that's what we'll be tackling in this latest Moon Lambo Hot Jam. But before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say are right. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. At the time I'm recording this, XRP is at 62 cents, Bitcoin at 35,953, market cap for the asset class 1.69 trillion, and Bitcoin dominance climbing a little bit, it's at 40.16%. And here's the Crypto Fear and Greed Index, not looking too hot, at 13 out of 100, indicating the typical retail speculator is experiencing extreme fear and very scare. Lemmings, I'm telling you, these lemmings, following one after another to their own demise, and it's not necessary. It's really not necessary. And I guess it's worth noting, it's up 2 points from yesterday, so up from 11 to 13 now. Yay. People are completely miserable today, and I'm having a fantastic time. Excited and thrilled that I'm living during a time where we're experiencing this once-in-a-species event, the advent of cryptocurrencies. It happens once in a species, and here we are. There's never been anything even close to this type of financial opportunity in the history of mankind, and my fellow humans out there are experiencing extreme fear. Don't make no darn sense to Moon Lambo. Yes, things are volatile, but let's get a little perspective here. You know, take a look at this tweet from Plan B. This is the analyst who is most famous for having been the first to apply the stock-to-flow model to Bitcoin. He's got 1.7 million followers on Twitter, and here's a message he put out the other day. In 2016, I bought my first Bitcoin at $400. March of 2019, I published stock-to-flow model at $4,000 Bitcoin. Now, January 2022, Bitcoin dropped below $40,000 within 2 standard deviation band. Some are worried about current dip, but I am quite sure that Bitcoin will add another zero next couple of years. Embrace volatility. So, in a general sense, I agree with that. I don't know what the timeline's going to be, but do you really think like Bitcoin's never going to hit $100,000? And look, I'm not making a price prediction. I don't know if it's going to happen this market cycle. Maybe we see years of pain before that happens. Maybe we don't. I'm not pretending to know. I'm not an analyst. I'm a everyday Joe Schmo who believes that, like, and I do firmly believe this, the everyday person can achieve truly life-changing wealth investing in the crypto asset class, but most are going to bungle the opportunity, and that's the truth, which is why I keep highlighting this. People are their own worst enemy when it comes to investing because of all the terrible emotional decisions that are made along the way, FOMOing into coins and panic selling and all of this, which is why for me, I'm just going to sit here and hold because the market's trending upwards. Hell, look at this for perspective. I haven't pulled up a chart like this or a list like this in a long time. This is CoinMarketCap. This is a historical snapshot showing the prices of cryptocurrencies 5 years ago. 5 years and 1 day ago specifically. So this is from January 22nd, 2017. And today's January 23rd, 2022. But they don't have historical snapshots for every single day, or else I would have done the one that's literally 5 days ago. If you're wondering, like, why 5 years and 1 day? Well, that's the reason why. But look at this. Bitcoin, 5 years ago, $924.67. Ethereum, $10.70. XRP, 0.006713 cents. Folks, that's just over half a penny. And now, like, here's Live Coin Watch. You know, 62.8 cents. This is why I'm trying to paint this picture sufficiently. Those who hold can achieve life-changing wealth. Those who make emotional decisions and don't have sufficient time horizons in mind do not and will not achieve life-changing wealth. But look at this, just for a little perspective here. And it's also funny to see which cryptocurrencies were in the top 10 back then. You've got Ethereum Classic, which is arguably the worst cryptocurrency on the entire planet. Litecoin was up there in number 4. Monero, number 5. You got Dash. What the hell is MadeSafe coin? I don't even know what the hell. Does that still exist? It probably exists somewhere. I don't know, but it's just funny. You got Augur and Steam. Those round out the top 10. Also worth noting, you don't see United States USDT, United States Dollar Tether. You don't see USDC, those stable coins, but they're both in the top 10 now. And it's stupid to even factor in stable coins because they're always $1. People do not come to live coin watch and CoinMarketCap to see if USDT and USDC are still $1. That is not why people are coming here. It's not helping anybody. So the fact that they're printing more and more dollars just gives it a bigger market cap, and then it's up there. So if you, in a world where there's a sufficient number of stablecoins, you're just going to have a top 10 with nothing but stablecoins, which is why I still argue that the default should be no stablecoins listed in the top 10, because it's defeating the purpose of tracking these metrics when the price is always the same. It defeats the purpose of it. So I'm not opposed to having it in a list, but having it in the default list is stupid. STOOPID, stupid. And by the way, I wanted to mention this before going further and getting into where we're going to bottom off. We're worth mentioning this. This is an article from the Daily Hodl from 2 days ago, January 21st, and they're covering analysis from an analyst named Nicholas Merton, who's a very popular YouTuber, and the opinions covered were on January 20th. That's when Nicholas Merton said what is covered in this article. And at the time, Bitcoin was $43,000. And take a look at this headline. Crypto market needs final flush before bearish trend can reverse, says digital asset analyst Nicholas Merton. So, look, the fact that this has happened, and he's just one of many analysts that I've highlighted that warned, hey, there was a reasonable possibility this could happen, it doesn't mean that everything's going to hell in a handbasket. It just doesn't mean that. It just means that crypto's being volatile because it always has been. Okay, these are illiquid markets and people are in a frenzy. Yes, it's going to be extremely volatile for a while. But that also means there's opportunity. So check this out. Popular crypto analyst Nicholas Merton says that the crypto market is going through a long-term consolidation, but the position of top traders indicates that there will be a reversal at the end of a final flush. In a new strategy session, Merton tells his 496,000 YouTube subscribers that top traders are generally bullish and that the price of crypto assets will eventually go up once fear subsides. Let me pause. Does that sound similar to what I frequently say? Which is that when we're in extreme fear, I just note, because it's worth repeating, at some unknown point in the future, the market will enter extreme greed. Like, do you think that's never going to happen? So then if you do believe that's going to happen, does it make logical sense to be fearful now? I would say no. Anyway, piece continues. According to the Crypto Fear and Greed Index, market sentiment went from fear in December to extreme fear this month, which could spell trouble for over-leveraged traders. And here's a quote. Even though the bearish sentiment is still present in the market, it's very clear by most of the leading indicators that we need to see the final flush. We need people to be at a position where they're either getting liquidated out of their positions or they're flipping the coin. They're down in their excessively leveraged long positions. End quote. Yeah, ain't that the truth? The trader says that deep-pocketed investors will take advantage of the bear market to ramp up their holdings, while traders who take short positions may face a liquidation of their assets. And here's another quote. As everyone's piling into the shorts, as the short positions build up on the spot market, whales who like to buy real fiscal Bitcoin are going to buy heavy. They're going to drive the price higher and cause even more pain liquidations for the emotional traders. That's how it works. Greener pastures rallies and prices are usually found in fear from emotional traders and investors. In the market, the emotional traders fuel the kind of price action that institutions like to buy. Exactly, which is why, again, going back to this historical snapshot from 5 years ago, look at this. Bitcoin's market cap, $14.9 billion, right? What is it today? Let's take a look here. It's $681 billion, and that's after this massive correction. It's been over $1 trillion, right? What about XRP? XRP's market cap, it's so laughable, it's tiny. 5 years ago, $247 million. $247 million with the letter M. Today, even despite the pullback, it's sitting at $30 billion with a B. Folks, that's massive. The people that have held have done well. The people that panic sell have not done well. Go freaking figure. How about that? Take a look at this from chart analyst Leb Crypto. Bitcoin likes its symmetry, revisiting $28,000 to $29,000 levels is increasing in likelihood, especially if we continue to see no bullish reaction on the upcoming weekly open. So again, folks, I'm just saying it's in the cards, potentially XRP at 50 cents, and it's not going to scare me in the least. I'm also not predicting it. I don't know if it's going to happen, but it might. And so just be aware of it. So if it happens, like, oh yeah, that's something that might have happened, and looks at dead, that's it. That's it. It can help you to control emotions, which is what you got to do. And he's not the only one. There's all sorts of people I'm noticing all over the place that really think that we're going to see some serious pain in addition to what we've already seen before we bottom out here. Let's take a look at this headline from the Daily Hodl. Here's the worst case scenario for Bitcoin according to a trader who called the Bitcoin collapse in May. A crypto trader who accurately called the May 2021 collapse for Bitcoin has revealed his worst case scenario for Bitcoin now that it's dropped roughly 50% from its all-time high for the second time in a year. The pseudonymous analyst, known as Dave the Wave, tells his 90,000 Twitter followers that Bitcoin has lost a crucial support level at $40,000 and faces more downside risk. According to the analyst, Bitcoin will likely hit support at $30,000, but is also vulnerable to dropping as far as $25,000 in a more bearish scenario. Oh no, that sounds so scary. And here's a quote from him. Ouch, the problem is once it loses that $40,000 area, there's not much support below, but support there is. Best case, continued correction scenario, $30,000. Worst case scenario, $25,000. Macro bullish. So he's still feeling positive despite that. And not the only person. Again, like I said, I'm not kidding. I keep seeing this all over the place. I just highlighted a few examples, but here's one more from the Daily Hodl. This piece is titled Crypto Trader who nailed Bitcoin bottom in 2018 unveils bullish Bitcoin price trajectory for 2022, but there's a catch. And indeed, this analyst did call the Bitcoin bottom, which occurred in December 2018 at $3,200. Absolutely nailed it about half a year in advance. The crypto trader who accurately predicted Bitcoin's lowest point during the 2018 bear market believes that Bitcoin will record new all-time highs this year, despite its bearish price action over the last 2 months. Now, folks, if this ends up being correct, what do you think will happen for XRP and the broader crypto market? Is it going to be good, or is it going to be bad? That's what I keep saying. And even if he's wrong about the timeline, do you not think at some unknown point in the future, Bitcoin's going to crack 100K? Because, I mean, I'd be kind of surprised if it never happened, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you be a little surprised, given the history of Bitcoin and more people, more and more institutional money just coming in? Never going to happen? What does that mean for every other crypto? Because the market moves in tandem. It's just a matter of time, as far as I'm concerned. That's why, think about the idea of XRP hitting its all-time high, which is a little shy of $4. That's never going to happen, ever, no matter what. The best that it would ever be already occurred January 4th, 2018, when it hit $3 and whatever it was, $3.92 according to Live Coin Watch. That was it. And now it's just done. We've been wasting our time for all these years. I don't believe that. I just simply don't believe that. And people felt like that about the handful of coins that have rallied, including Doge, including Ethereum's obviously run up, Luna. They're a handful of coins. You can name them. It's a small percentage of the total coins. But people were saying the same things about those that they're now saying about XRP and any coin that hasn't run yet. But most coins haven't run yet, folks. It's just a matter of time. You think XRP is never going to enter price discovery? I think it will. Piece continues. Pseudonymous crypto analyst Smart Contractor tells his 203,400 Twitter followers that he thinks Bitcoin will print a new 52-week low in the coming weeks before rallying above $100,000 by the end of the year. And here's a quote. Back in December, this post was mostly tongue-in-cheek, but was still always at the back of my mind. Now it seems more the realm of possibility. The point being, there's a really large range that Bitcoin can still fall and remain macro bullish on a long enough timeline. Survive. And there's a chart associated with that. And then the piece continues. Looking at Smart Contractor's chart, it appears that the crypto strategist sees Bitcoin following the market structure of the Dow Jones Industrial Average between 1998 and 2012. And during that period, the Dow Jones Industrial Average traded in a wide range before breaking out and igniting a parabolic ascent. Although the crypto strategist is long-term bullish on Bitcoin, he sees Bitcoin plunging below $30,000 before it generates any bullish momentum. So there you go, another very popular analyst saying effectively the same thing. And so here's a quote from him. Okay, fine, for the lulz. I'm calling a bottom at exactly $25,800 with a $1,000 leeway on either side. And so there you go. These are the ranges I'm seeing, folks. We'll see if it happens. There's no guarantee. But hey, I'm just warning you, if there's more pain, fine. Even if so, it's nothing new. It's just it's hard for people in general, and especially hard for those people that are newer to crypto and aren't used to this type of volatility. But again, like I've been holding November 2017. Look at a chart. Look at all the volatility for Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, pick your coin. I've been through all of that, and I'm just sitting here holding. And I'm totally chill about it because it doesn't make sense to be flipping out here. So where's the bottom? I don't know, but this is what the analysts think is most probable. Incredible Crypto has been calling for this range roughly. I mean, he said he didn't say it couldn't go below $30,000, but he was calling for $30,000 to $42,000 back when Bitcoin is more in like the $50,000 range. He was calling that for weeks back in December, right? And so he was right. It's just interesting to see this stuff play out. Let me know what you think below. You guys hanging in there okay? Everybody feeling okay that's listening? Hopefully you guys are. It's really just the typical retail speculator that's having a bit of trouble with this. But I get the sense that the people that follow the channel, based on the comments that I see, it seems like you guys get it. I think you're a cut above, the typical lemming retail speculator. But don't feel bad. Even if you're feeling emotional here, I'm not actually making fun of you. You're not bad or stupid. You're just human. Just arm yourself with knowledge so that you can control that, because it's up to you in the end. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.